Okay, YouTube, what's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Division. Alright guys, I bagged myself up the Hungry Hog, light, heavy, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it light machine gun. Heavy machine gun, I just called it heavy now. Heavy machine gun last week, and really wanted to give it, I don't know, just kind of put it through the ringer, so to speak, before I give you guys a review on it. Which is kind of interesting because prior to getting this thing, I actually started using a machine gun for my secondary. Well, I consider my AUG my primary, but my secondary because my only assault rifle I have is my damn 204 score ACR, which I think stinks on ice. Now, I did bag myself up 4 pieces of the Lone Star set, so we're going to talk about those perks that you get when you have 4 pieces, and they do lend itself to the Hungry Hog or any type of machine gun. But the problem is just the way heavy, light, whatever you want to call them, machine guns are right now, they're not in a good place, okay? They're more for crowd control, I feel like. They're more for suppressing enemies than actually really doing some damage. But then again, I feel like all my attachments are old, okay? I need to go to DZ05 and either buy or start crafting some more attachments because I think I'm using all old high-end attachments on all of my weapons pretty much. And another thing is, I am so stupid. I never bought that first wave M1A. I think it was 204 gear score from DZ03 when it was selling it. I was hoping with the new update, we'd get some new marksman rifles perhaps, and I don't know. I'm debating buying that M44 that's being sold right now. Let me know in the comment section if you think I should buy it or wait around to see if that M1A comes again. First wave, I think it was called. All right, so here's the Hungry Hog. So you see, you can't put a paint job on it. It's got its own kind of gold and silver look. It looks really cool, and if you noticed in the earlier clips, I was coming close to 200 rounds in this thing. So the thing is good, it's not great. You can see in this clip here, this is like your typical crowd control situation, okay? So you got them all funneling out of one area, and you've got close to, or at least I have, close to 200 rounds in this thing, and you just sit there against cover and you just spray into them. And you can see it's not bad on damage, but it's not great. LMGs, HMGs are just not in a great place right now. I hope they do something to them down the road, but right now, they're just kind of like for crowd control. In the dark zone, it's risky. I mean, even with the purple 32s coming at me, it's not going to down them very quickly. So let's go in and take a look at the Hungry Hog's talents, and remember, because it's a named weapon, it's got fixed talents, okay? Of course, unlocking them is always a chore. Okay, so the first one, we got Predatory, which is going to regenerate 13.5% of your health over 5 seconds with the kill. Then we've got Stable, which is going to improve your stability by 47%. I think that's a good perk on this thing, because machine guns do kick a lot. Then you've got Meticulous, which is an interesting perk, okay? When you get a kill, you have a 23.5% chance of the magazine instantly refilling, okay? And when you've got something close to 200 rounds and you're laying it to targets and you start killing things, sometimes you don't have to reload for a pretty long time. You're just sitting there hosing the enemies down. Now, the Hog actually dropped for me in DZ06 when we killed the big cleaner over in Q building, okay? DZ06, man, it is hairy. I'm finding DZ1 and 2 even by myself. I used to go down and take the library down by myself, Sports Center by myself. Now, man, I have a tough time. They definitely made the dark zone harder. I've been trying to go in just with people, and I've been meeting a lot of new friends since a lot of my friends left this game. I meet rogues, they kill me, I send them a message afterwards, and they've been cool most of the time and say, hey, why don't you just join up with us? So I got new friends to play with now. So I'm pretty sure that it only drops from bosses in the dark zone. I think only in DZ06. I'm not 100% sure. Check with Eric's Gaming, okay? He's the one that I go to for all of my in-depth stuff when it comes to Division. He's a guru mastermind. Alright, so let's talk about the Lone Star set. So here's my current build without the 4 pieces equipped, okay? 360 toughness, 179 for my DPS on my AUG. And when we go in there, you're going to see, you actually could still see your max health, guys, just so you know. I didn't know that. You can see my max health is 91,000, and my weapon damage mitigation in terms of armor is about 74%. Now, here's my gear set when I equip 4 pieces of the Lone Star. You can see my, everything drops, basically, okay? DPS, health, everything. The main perks from having 4 pieces of Lone Star, you get 100% ammo capacity, plus 1,000 LMG damage, plus 1,000 shotgun damage. And then, if you stow a weapon, okay, it automatically reloads it. So here's me firing off some rounds. You can see when I switch weapons, you can see a little green blip pop up under my other weapon ammo. That's it. It literally reloads itself in seconds. It's not like in Destiny where we're used to the cocoon perk where you stow a weapon and it takes a few seconds for actually the magazine to refill. No, it's instantly. I like this perk. I think it's pretty cool, but is it worth me having the 4 pieces on? I don't really think so. I mean, you know what? Let me know in the comment section, you Lone Star people out there. Do you guys find that very useful? I think it might come in handy in terms of rogue fights, perhaps, because you're not busy reloading. Especially, I've seen people, they run double SMGs in the Dark Zone when going rogue, so they don't have to reload anything, okay? So now, all my Lone Star pieces pretty much came from the high-value targets and also just drops in the DZ. So nothing crafted on my end, but you can see when I do put on all the Lone Star pieces, my armor, health, DPS, everything drops down. So I'm kind of still going with just a hodgepodge of various gear pieces to have good DPS, good health, good whatever, okay? I like the set, but I don't think it's amazing. I did like the Striker set when I had it, trying to go for a 240 or 204 Striker gear set if I can. So anyway, that's it for my review, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. The Hungry Hog, it's a cool gun, but I think they need to do a little bit to machine guns right now. I just don't think they're strong enough. They're okay for crowd control and stuff, but they just don't do enough damage. And in the Dark Zone, if even a 32 purple's rushing you, you're not going to take them down that quick unless your DPS is just really, really high. I mean, maybe I just need to get my firearms up a lot more and see if I can get more DPS out of it, and it will melt things. So anyway, and as for the Lone Star, it's good, it's cool, I like it, but I think there's some other better gear sets out there. So that's it, guys. Drop a like this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa. Check out my stream, usually on YouTube, and that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.